There's a quiet voice within all of us that longs for peace. But in a world that often feels chaotic, unpredictable and overwhelming, finding that peace can feel impossible. You're not alone if you've ever questioned your purpose, felt lost, or wondered how to make sense of everything that's happening around you. I've been there too, sitting in the middle of my life, feeling like the ground beneath me was constantly shifting. We live in a world that moves so fast, where we're bombarded with messages telling us who we should be, what we should have, and how we should live. It can leave us feeling disconnected from who we truly are inside. But what if I told you that peace and purpose aren't about controlling the chaos? What if they're about learning how to be still in the middle of it? At some point, we all ask ourselves the big questions. Why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? These are spiritual questions that touch the core of who we are. And for many of us, they come during the hardest moments, when life doesn't go according to plan, when we lose something or someone important, or when we feel like we're just going through the motions. It's in those moments that the search for meaning begins. But here's the thing. Finding your purpose isn't about having all the answers. It's not about some grand revelation that suddenly makes everything clear. It's about the journey. It's about listening to that quiet voice inside, the one that's often drowned out by the noise of the world, and trusting that it knows the way. One of the hardest lessons I've had to learn is that uncertainty is a part of life. No matter how much we try to plan, control, or predict, life has its own way of unfolding, and the more we fight it, the more frustrated and lost we feel. But what if instead of resisting uncertainty, we embraced it? What if we accepted that not knowing is okay? When you allow yourself to live in the moment without the constant need to figure everything out, you open yourself up to the beauty of life as it is. It's in that space of acceptance that peace begins to grow. You stop fighting against the current and start flowing with it. Connecting with your inner self. There's a stillness within you, even when the world outside feels chaotic. It's that quiet place deep in your heart where your true self lives. But connecting with it requires practice. It requires moments of silence, moments where you shut off the outside world and just listen. You might find it through meditation, prayer, or simply sitting quietly in nature. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. Just breathe, listen to your heartbeat, feel the ground beneath your feet. In those moments, you're reminded that no matter how uncertain the world feels, you are always grounded in the present. When you connect with that inner self, you begin to remember your purpose. It may not come all at once, but piece by piece you'll feel a sense of direction, of knowing that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Finding purpose in the everyday. Purpose isn't something you have to go searching for. It's not hidden in some far-off place waiting to be discovered. It's right here, in the everyday moments of your life. It's in the kindness you show to others, the way you take care of yourself, the love you give and receive. Your purpose is in being authentically you. So often we think our purpose has to be something big, something that changes the world. But what if your purpose is simply to be present, to be a source of light in someone else's life, to live with love and compassion? When you start to look at life this way, the pressure fades. You realize that your purpose isn't a destination. It's a way of being. It's how you choose to show up in the world every day, even when things are uncertain. Moving forward with peace. I know life can feel overwhelming at times. I know the uncertainty can weigh heavily on your heart. But remember this, you are stronger than you think. The peace you're looking for is already within you, and your purpose is unfolding in every moment, even when you can't see it. Take a deep breath, trust the process, and know that you are exactly where you need to be, right here, right now. The world may be unpredictable, but your journey is your own, and every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the peace and purpose you're seeking.